Alright everyone, welcome back.
干し柿は渋柿だぞ。それを生で送りつけるのはどんな嫌がらせだ。
Anyways, here we have 2 boxes of persimmons. Picking one up, I notice it's ripe and quite soft.
これ早々に食い切らないとまずいな。
でしょでしょ。もうあっちは朝に柿、昼に柿、夜に柿の柿の大盤振る舞いでさ、シローにもこの秋の風情をお裾分けしてあげたいという温かいお姉ちゃんの配慮なわけ。
What do you mean dump the leftovers here? But the persimmons themselves aren't bad. In fact, these are really pretty good.
もったいないな、このまま傷むのは。
大丈夫じゃないの？みんなで手分けすればあっという間になくなるわよ。
みかんでもノルマがあったけど、今度は柿か。桃と梨は早くなくなったんだけどな。
I recall all the fruit that our household has gone through. We do have more consumers than we did 6 months ago, so I suppose it should be gone quickly.
これからみかんとりんごが待ち構えてるのにね。セイバーちゃんならたくさん食べそうだし。
リンゴと柿は料理に使えるからなんとかなるかな。とにかくこれ別の場所に持ってくぞ。
It's difficult to clean up with these in the way. There's an empty room in the north wing. I guess we can put them in the hallway around there.
一箱くらいシローの冬眠よ。
そんなにたくさんいらないってば。ほら藤姉も。
わかったわよ。よっこらしょ。
Alright, now it's noon. Where can I go? I can go to the streets. I can chill in Ryder's room, my own room. Can we go to Saber? I don't think I can choose any of these. I guess I have to go to the streets. Oh, okay. Emir residence, the temple. Okay, I mean... I guess we're going to talk to Medea. How unusual. Caster is standing still, lost in a reverie. Perfect timing. There's no one else around, so I should try asking about the restarted Holy Grail War. She's settled down now, but the precedent of her setting up a magic barrier in the middle of the town still exists. I don't think it's possible, but I should at least make sure she hasn't been plotting anything lately.
キャスター、ちょっと話をしていいか。
She lifts her heavy hood back and glances coldly at me.
何かしら。あなたの方から話しかけてくる以上、いい話ではないでしょうけど。
I feel like she's on guard. When we meet in town, she's relatively friendly, but now it's almost as if she's reverted back to how she was half a year ago.
いいか悪いかはあんた次第だ。単刀直入に聞くけど、最近裏で何かやってないか。こう禁欲的な寺の生活でストレス溜まってつい昔の癖が戻ったとか。
The atmosphere is quite serious, so I try to ask it peacefully in a way that doesn't provoke her.
面白いことを聞くのね、坊や。
And yet she already seems so provoked.
何？こんなところで話しかけてくるなんて。誰にも見つからず殺されて埋められたりしたいのかしら？
間違えた。最近街の様子がおかしいことに心当たりはありませんか？
I'm sorry, my spine froze. The unnatural smile that I assumed had disappeared over the past 6 months is still there. I should have expected no less from the top tactician of all the servants. I'm terribly sorry.
初めからそう言いなさい。それと、ストレスなんて溜まっていません。
That statement is like a drunkard declaring his sobriety. Is the Rio de Temple really okay, I wonder?
そっか。けどたまには運動してみるのもいいもんだぞ。マラソンとか竜道寺の階段を往復したりとか、アインツベルンの森で火力演習したりとか。
pretty sure there's one or two spots in the forest that Caster could use as training grounds, and Berserker's probably liable to come and help as a hypothetical enemy.
心遣いは感謝するわ。けどわざわざ森に出る必要もなくてよ。ここでも軽い運動はできるもの。まあ走り回るのは私じゃなくあなたになるでしょうけど。
Oh, I don't like the sound of that. This is bad. It seems Caster and I just don't get along. At this rate, it may become a repeat of the events half a year ago, so I have to make this quick.
いや、ストレス発散の話はまた今度にしよう。で、街の様子のことなんだけど。
心当たりはないわね。街の様子がおかしいことは気づいているけれど、その意図も原理も私の知るところではないし、興味もありませんから。
そうか。まあすぐにわかるなんて思ってなかったけど。
If I ask Caster for help, there's a chance I could investigate what's going on. The Holy Grail War restarted. All the servants still in this world. And also, this feeling of deja vu that I can't quite grasp.
まあそれはいいとして。キャスターはこの件には関わってないってことでいいんだよな。
ええ。信じる信じないはあなた次第ですけどね。
信じるよ。キャスターいろいろと企み事はするけど嘘は言わないだろ。
Actually, servants generally don't lie. I guess that's being noble or fair in a way.
キャスターは今の状況には何の関心もないと。関心がないってことは他のサーバントとやり合う気はないってことだよな。
当然でしょ。得るものがないのに魔力を消費するなんて魔術師にあるまじき行為ですもの。それはあなたにも。いいえ、坊やにはそんな観念はなかったわね。
She chuckles. I'm being made fun of, but I don't feel bad about it at all. After all, there are only cheerful sounds in Caster's voice. But even so, it seems Caster has no interest in investigating the situation. It almost looks as if she likes it.
わかったよ。要するにあんたは何もしないんだな。
ええ。坊やには悪いけど、私は一切介入しない。聖杯戦争を再開させた犯人を探すというのなら、自分一人でおやりなさい。
Well, that's how it'll be.
あら、あっさりと納得するのね。あなたのことだから頭を下げてお願いしてくると思ったのに。
いくら俺でも無理なことは頼まないよ。キャスター調べる気はないんだろ。なら自分でやるさ。それでどうしようもなくなったらまた来るから。その時はコンクラベだ。
Judging by how she resisted, all I'd have to do is beg her for help until she complies. Huh. Perhaps she wasn't expecting it, or maybe she had been having fun planning on ways to turn me down. Caster has a disappointed look on her face.
あなた、大丈夫？気づかないうちに衰弱死する呪いでもかけられたんじゃない？らしくないわ。いつものしつこさはどうしたのよ。
I should have expected it from this unusual witch. The level of concern here is one grade higher than Tosaka. Actually, if she ever does decide she wants to rob me of motivation, I hope she just settles it with a suggestion spell that makes me apathetic or something. I couldn't stand withering away and dying just to make me less enthusiastic. Well, leaving that aside.
呪いなんてかけられていないよ。あんた以外にそんなことできるやつはいないだろ。それよりさ、あんたから見ると俺はやっぱり目障りだったんだな。
I wasn't being sarcastic. I just said what I was thinking. Once again, Caster looks taken aback. This time, she looks even more defenseless.
まったく、何を言い出すかと思えば今更でしょうに。ええ、はっきり言って坊やは目障りよ。あなたは勝者で 私たちは敗者ですもの。どう落ち着いたところで敗れた時の屈辱は忘れがたいわ。それにあなたがいると私は安心できない。聖杯戦争の勝者もあなたの青臭い正義感も気分が悪い時には見たくないわね。
Caster's hostility is genuine. She honestly thinks I'm a bother. But wait, it almost sounds as if she views me as an enemy not of herself, but of something else entirely. Since I uncharacteristically picked up on this, I respond to her hostile remarks with an understanding nod. For now, I'll take things in stride.
せいぜい気をつけなさい坊や。一人でいる時にあなたを見かけるとね、いっそ握りつぶしてやろうと思うこともあるわ。セイバーがいる以上そんなことはできないのだけど。
So no chance of any cooperations whatsoever? No team-ups?
嘘つけ。セイバーの報復が怖くて手を緩める性格じゃないだろあんたは。周りに手を出さないのはそれ以上に大事なものがあるからだ。
That may be, for example, the tranquil life of Yoda Temple.
勝手に言ってなさい。いいこと？あなたがあと少しでも汚い人間になったら、その時は容赦なく借りを返してあげるわ。自己嫌悪で死にたくなったのなら、欲望に負けて堕落なさいな。私がとろけるように殺してあげてよ。
The witch grins. As I thought, when we're alone together, we're not compatible. Even though I'm not interested, I've already been given what sounded like a declaration of war.
この辺りが潮時か。と、あと一つ教えてくれるかな。今の街の様子って別に害はないんだろ？で、これから悪化することってあるか？
ええ、害もないし悪化することもないわ。それは私が保証してあげる。そう、こんなもの一時の夢ですもの。最後まで何も起こらず元通りになるだけよ。
That's good then. Let's continue the investigation. Just knowing that Caster isn't doing anything and that she doesn't plan to get involved is good enough.
じゃあな。次は機嫌がいい時に声をかけるよ。
そうなさい。私もセイバーとライダーの2人を敵に回すのは避けたいわ。それと一つだけ忠告してあげる。いい？夜の教会には近づいちゃダメよ。あれはあなたの手に負える相手じゃないわ。
Would that equate to a bad ending? I go there too early? If it even gives me a choice to do so? She raises her hood back up and leaves. Could it be that the reason she was showing me her face was some kind of courtesy? As I start preparing dinner, I glance outside and notice that the sun is already set. Dropped like a rock is an apt expression. Looks like the sunset waits for no man.
シロー、お風呂洗っといたわよ。使ってないバスタオルどこ？
セイバーに聞いてくれ。洗濯物の片付けはセイバーの仕事。
I reply while pounding out a steady rhythm with a kitchen knife. There's a lot clattering in the living room behind me.
先輩、お醤油切れてます。商店街まで買い出しに行ってきますね。
もう遅いし、買い出しは明日にしよう。藤年地からちょっと分けてもらえばいいよ。イリア、さくらと一緒に。
Wait, Ilya's not here. Though she leads the assault with Fujin in the morning, she often isn't here during dinner. When she does come, it's usually when everyone's relaxing after having already finished dinner.
では私が同伴しましょう。今朝の話もある。夜道の一人歩きは危険です。
セイバ ああ、そりゃ助かる。ライダーが行くと藤ねんとこの若い衆さんが怖がるからな。ささっと行って帰ってきてくれ。
I sense a quick nod from the two of them. They grab a large empty bottle and merrily head for the Fujimura group.
シロ、調理中にすまないのですが。
Ryder appears as if to replace the two who just left. The punctual Ryder won't show her face in the living room before 7 o'clock. Until then, she stays in her room, immersed in reading.
あいよ、何？
シロの留守中、ゴシップの定期購入をしろと見知らぬ人物が訪ねてきました。断ったのですが、まだ諦めない。取ってくれるまで毎日来ると不屈の闘志を燃やしているのです。率直に言って、あれは敵とみなして良いのでしょうか。
In a way.
いいな、断じて見なしてはいけない。
Why? Because it would cause fatalities? Treat others kindly, treat yourself kindly. Ryder seems patient, but she has zero tolerance towards enemies. Her classification of someone as friend or enemy happens amazingly quick. Saber is also rather similar in this respect. Despite having some leeway in definition of enemy, once acknowledged, Saber won't show any mercy either.
わかりました。自信はありませんが、明日もおとなしく彼の話を聞いています。
The look on her face when he said no.
無理に付き合う必要ないぞ。新聞ならもう撮ってるって言えば3ヶ月はやってこないから、その方向で。もしくはさくらを呼べば即時解決。
さくらですか？しかし、ああいった手合いはさくらも苦手だと思いますが。
苦手なものって克服できるらしい。さくらの新聞勧誘の交わし方はすごいぞ。見ているこっちが怖くなるぐらい。
In her suggestive passive manner, she grabs the weed by the very roots and then at the very last moment cuts it thoroughly with a smile on her face. No man can withstand the shock of hearing, "You should be going soon before I call the police, okay?" with that smile of hers. A passive-aggressive style of defense along the lines of a Kyoto native offering a guest some bubusuke as a sign that they've overstayed their welcome.
なるほど。日頃温和な分、本気で怒らせてはいけないというのは理解できます。ところで、そのさくらはどこに？
セイバーと一緒に藤村組だ。すぐ帰ってくるから藤姉とテレビでも見ててくれ。
盛り付けの手伝いはしなくてよろしいのですか？
いや、気持ちだけで十分。今日は大皿一枚で事足りるから。
Lightly bowing, Ryder returns to the living room.
ライダーさん何するのよ。せっかく手に入れた伝説のラケットレインボーガッデムのお披露目なのに。
すみません。こちらのニュースが見たかったもので。
うわ、明確すぎてもはや理由になってねえ。なんでよ、退屈しないわよそのアニメ。ラケットのくせにフロッピーとかピザとかレーザー砲を内包したマッド兵器とか使ってね、もう面白いとかつまらないとか超越した次元の作品なんだから。
Quietly nodding in response to Fujina's explanation, Ryder still rootlessly changes the channel. She has said that reading is a part of her life and watching TV is just a simple hobby of hers.
しかし、なんだな。
It's gotten really lively in here. Food hasn't even been served and it's already noisy. How much worse will it get once dinner starts? It's just after 9 p.m. and dinner's already over. There are no major events and everyone returned to their rooms. It's too early to go to bed, so what should I do in the meantime? Okay. And this time, unfortunately, I can't save without having to quit this game. So basically, I'm going to have to do this in one shot. Let's see. Hang around Emiya residence. That seems like an important choice. Call it a day. Go out for a walk. The exclamation point tells me that's the story, I believe. I do want to go out for a walk. I don't know how to feel about all this. Okay, I'm gonna make a separate save on this save and title, and then I'll go back again, right? Yeah, we can do that. Wait, no, hold on. Damn, no, because it only saved in the one slot. I'm screwed either way. Oh no. Damn. Actually, you know what? Fine, we'll save on this slot. We'll just do that. And we'll go back to title, and we'll do it again. Continue. Okay. Oh, I'm going for a walk. I know I should pick this, but let's go for a walk. Oh, I don't like that. Let's see how it goes. I'll go check the situation in town. Saber may have said otherwise, but if you're not alone, there will probably be things that you'll miss. I did my best to sneak outside. The Medea residence surroundings are peaceful and quiet. Nothing is out of the ordinary.
なるほど。これは半年前の再現になるんだ。
Why did I go outside alone? Why am I not bringing Saber along? It all makes sense once I look at it from a stranger's perspective. No matter how harmless it may seem, if I were to exercise proper judgment, I would not be walking out alone. Even though there are no enemies, the reality is that there is something odd happening in this town. So the reason I'm out here on my own nonetheless must be that I plan to use myself as live bait to draw out anything abnormal. It's pretty tough not knowing what I intend to do until I've done it, if I do say so myself.
気まぐれで選んだんだけどな。ま、何事も経験だ。
That's a terrible attitude to have in this particular universe. Gazing at the night sky, I start walking. If I feel danger, I'll just go back to the house right away, then I'll quietly return to my room and wait until tomorrow. I look up at the moon. The sky is cleared and white moonlight is cutting through the darkness. Well then, hopefully I'll find some clear evidence of abnormality that even someone as thick-headed as me can recognize. You mean how the moon isn't a moon and it's overshadowed by darkness? Holy crap. Investigate the temple, investigate the intersection. Okay. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong here. It's dimmer than Shinto in the distance, but if you listen carefully, you can hear sounds of activity. The sounds of passing cars engined. The ragged breath of a running silhouette. The light from a house with laughter spilling out. The heavy breathing of the running silhouette with its tongue hanging out. Well, I don't like that. Well then, I guess it's about time to go back and catch some sleep. Please do. I guess it's about time to get back. It's not like I only have tonight. There's time tomorrow too. I return to the Medea residence. It seems the end of the night has been postponed for a little longer. Oh, I lived to tell the tale. The day has ended. Sprawling on the bed, I let fatigue take over my body. Mild drowsiness is numbing out my mind. What a release. Since that incident, I can't trust my consciousness being separated from me. Sleep, it's a rite of passage from the closing of one day to the reopening of the next. A natural thing for anybody, a recurring memory hole. Limp and powerless, I'm falling into that abyss.
さて、明日は何をしたもんかな。
There are all sorts of things to think about and things that have to be done. But all that can be decided once tomorrow comes. For the time being, let's call it a day. I don't know why, I thought I was gonna die for a second. Alright, second day. Okay, we'll go with the school. It's a holiday, and there are a few people at school. A fa from the wind music club mixing with the other wind instruments vaguely reaches my ears.
何事?
The rough, almost beast-like way of running.
あんた気をつけろよ。
それはこっちの言い分だ。急に飛び出ておいて言うセリフがそれか。
そっちこそぼんやり突っ立ってるなエミヤ。げえ。
The self-proclaimed Fuyuki Black Panther stood up ahead of me. It was an abrupt greeting from Makidera Kaede of the Track and Field Club.
なんだマキデラか。前見て生きろじゃなくて走れ。
おう、いつも前を見て走ってるさ。エミヤだって前見てれば今のくらい避けられただろ。
人をなんだと思ってる。
My body shamefully falls back to the ground. Being looked down on by Makidera, there's no end to my humiliation.
ったく、エミヤかよ。これでお前と恋に落ちたらどうするんだ。
は？
冗談だっつーの。ま、エミヤなら怪我はないな。
Makidera, the track and field ace, is even tougher than me. At first glance, she looks like she's lively as ever, but she's the type who'd try to hide her injuries in anyway.
今のシーズン重要なんだろ。打ったりひねったりしてないか。
エミヤに気を使われちまった。こっちは全然平気。ほら、エミヤ。
I guess she felt bad for me lying on the floor like this, so she offers me a hand. As I try to get up on my own, my finger catches on the thin
Oh, yeah.
chain. It's Tosaka's pendant that I've been keeping in my pocket. I try to put it away quickly, but still receive an odd stare.
マキデラ、これは
I bet this kind of jewelry doesn't fit my image. However, she isn't looking at it in an ordinary way.
それ、同じものを遠坂も持ってた。なんでエミヤが持ってるの？
これか。説明すると長いんだけど。
Not as long as it's absurd, and I can't talk about the details. It's my dad's memento that's been passed to me. The design is just a coincidence. Maybe I should make up some story like that right now.
もしかしてエミヤ、あんた
遠坂のを盗んだわけじゃないぞ。今も同じものをちゃんとあいつ持ってるし。
じゃあペアってことだね。へえ。
Makidera's laughing in an oddly excited way. Rather, it's as if she's about to say how incredibly suspicious it is that Tosaka and I have matching pendants.
いやー、エミヤも隅に置けないね。
何を企んでるマキデラ。
エミヤと遠坂がお揃いのジュエリーだなんて。
A violent scheme is brewing inside the Black Panther. Emi and Tosaka have matching pendants. If this rumor were to spread, who knows what kind of disaster it could cause among Homurahara's male population. A drop of cold sweat runs down my forehead. There's a heavy feeling in my stomach.
な、エミヤ、大心あれば敵軍皆殺し。ほら、なんだ、私は見なかったことにしてやってもいいんだぞ。
マキデラ、交換条件は何だ。クレープか、それともあんみつか。
いや、そんなんじゃなくてさ、そのペンダント売ってる場所、私に教えてくれないかね。
そんなものを知ってどうするんだ。
いいじゃん別に。ほら、そのダサいデザインが逆にかっこいいっていうかさ、何？私もちょっと欲しくなったっていうかさ。それ、エミヤがどっかのショップで買ったんだろ？店教えれ。
すまない、それは俺も知らない。
It's not like I'm lying this time. That's just all I can answer. Tosaka didn't buy hers as well. It was passed down to her through generations of ancestors after all. It probably is not the kind of thing you can just buy somewhere.
もしかしてさ、エミヤ。
なんだ？
それ、あんたがプレゼントしたんじゃなくて、遠坂からプレゼントされたの？
ああ、そういうことにしておいてくれ。
And before I realized it, there were two of them. Doesn't the story seem even stranger in reality? Ouch. This time is no accident. That's an attack.
何すんだマギデラ。
この男殺す、絶対殺す。